Two gentlemen in the underground association, talking about music and the lifestyle we dream. Sipping on champagne, living in style. Underground penthouse where we reconcile. Discussing the good, the bad, the true. Underground music, what it means to you. Dissecting the rhyme, spreading the love, one verse at a time. In our tuxedo, stepping out on the town. Underground penthouse, we hold it down. From the dim lit clubs to the streets at night, we shine a spotlight on the underground spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how y'all doing? I am your boy Volcano, chilling here with your boy DJ Oplex.
In the building, man.
We are Underground Penthouse Live, right here, right now, coming at YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitch also. So make sure y'all stay locked in with us. Please, by all means, if you've seen the link somewhere, feel free to join us in the chat. Feel free to join us with your comments and let us know exactly how y'all feeling. Ben Frank, I see y'all a whole lot more. Thank y'all for being here. Clap it up for yourselves.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get this right for Oplex so he don't be bunch of whole extracurricular stuff. So now, it's Friday. Now, it's typical that y'all see us on a
on a Wednesday.
So, we had a bunch of technical difficulties that was happening on that Wednesday, but we made sure that we still came back and brought y'all something. Look at the look, y'all. I'm hyped because the look is looking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a good time to do it, man.
I was feeling a little grainy last time, man. The look is
Detroit Lions.
Yes, and check out the fit, yo.
Nice.
The fit.
I like that. That's throwback vibes there too.
Yeah,
that's throwback vibes, yo.
Yeah, man, got the coat, got the whole 9 yards. I was official. I got a chance to go to the Green Bay game, and I was official fanboy, like for real, dog.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Hat, coat, socks, gloves. Like I was just all Lion fatigued up. You know what I'm saying? Just ready to get it in. And them boys got it in and went and did the business against
another great nail biter, man.
Yes, another one.
Everybody's trying to knock us off. It is what it is. We're the number one team in the NFL.
Yes, exactly. And you cannot deny that. We are clap it up for the number one team in the NFL, being the Detroit Lions. Yes, man. It feels good. It feels good. I'm seeing a whole lot of spirit and everything, and a whole lot of pride. We all want pride doing it. So yeah, let's keep that going and make sure we pull this off. We're gonna talk about the game and everything a little bit also coming up here. Plex, what's been good with you, man? How you feeling?
Just chilling, man. Coming off of last week, birthday, dropped Plexology Chapter 3 last Friday. You know what I mean?
Yes, drop Plex.
You already know.
My back for hitting that in your ear. Let me turn that.
No, you good. You good. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, explosions on that, man. So that's out.
Plexology is dropped. Man, I took a listen to it. Man, I'm really enjoying the album. I'm really enjoying what I hear. It's got a real nice vibe to it. It's cool. It's smooth. It pulled out some entendres in there.
Yeah.
It's some definite deeper meanings behind some of them bars. So.
Yeah. It's some encrypted stuff in it. It's that threshold of knowing when you got to do those kind of bars, and then when you just got to give it to them simple. That's always the hard part, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. It is always the hard part. And I know, like, album mode takes some time sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It takes the time, it takes the dedication, it takes, you know what I'm saying, putting your foot definitely in it 110% as much as you possibly can, and to get you into that mode and to pull off a project like this, man, dog. Straight up, man. Applause to you, man. Peace and
everything. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man.
For real, man. It's well worth it. It's well deserved. I took a listen to that and I'm like, oh, my man's got some okay. Oh, it's not already had it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, just this one was. It probably took me the longest to put this one together. Like probably like 18 months, man.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So really had a chance to let the earlier tracks sit and kind of come back and retweak them a little bit. So it's I don't know when the fans gonna get another one, man. We'll see.
Yes, you
I'm
said
not sure. You know what I mean?
have the Plexology, the trilogy.
Yeah, it's it, man. This is the last chapter. If you get another project from me, it won't be Plexology. I'll say that.
Got you. So yeah, get a chance to. I checked it out on Tidal. I know it's on Spotify. I know you got it in a bunch of other places and everything. So feel free, y'all go out there and take a listen to it.
Go stream that.
I'm plugging it. I'm plugging it because I like it. I like it. I definitely like it.
I appreciate it, man. Make sure you know what I mean. Go ahead and hit those like buttons so at least come up in your playlist. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay, so today for the show.
Yeah, swagging sounds, man. Let's get right back to the Lions, man. This is week 13. Was this week 14? Week 14.
Yes.
And seeming like every game is extremely crucial and important. Philly right behind us and Minnesota. I mean, this is a 1-game difference here.
Yes.
And the Bills happens to be the ironic matchup because the press, some sources saying this is kind of the Super Bowl America wants to see. They don't want to see the Chiefs anymore.
Yes, they don't. They're tired of seeing the Chiefs. You know what? It's not just we tired of seeing the Chiefs. We're tired of seeing Taylor Swift. Tay. Stay home. Like watch from the crib. We tired of seeing you and Ice Spice up in the box, up in the player box. We don't want to see it no more.
I dislike it. I personally dislike it, and I won't get long-winded here. But you know, this is the only time you should see women in a sport that's this brutal is probably wrestling.
Okay.
Right? We don't need to see your girlfriends, and we're NFL fans. This is a brutal sport. We don't need to see your girlfriend in the box. I mean, this applies for everybody. We don't need to. We don't want to see that.
It does. We don't. We tired of seeing Taylor Swift gums and teeth and shit every time Travis Kelce with whatever hairstyle he decides to pick that he stole from Black America. Oh, now he off the porn stash now. So I mean, you know what I mean.
He is rocking the porn stash. Yeah, it's true.
He's got the Harry Reams porn.
Something has to happen in a man's life in order for you to just like straight do the porn stash. That's the kind of cut that you know. You don't spontaneously do that when you go to the barber. Like, you know what? I think I'm gonna just shave my goatee and my beard off and just rock the porn stash, bro.
Right.
Something happened to that man. I don't know if it was, Taylor. Maybe the adjustment. His last girlfriend was black. It could just be the adjustment, man.
It was the election.
he went from sweet potato pie to pumpkin pie, bro. What?
No, I'm talking stuff.
No, you were talking about that.
Yeah, he made his decision. He did. He went from sweet potato pie to pumpkin pie. And that's funny because he did switch up girls and he did switch up hairstyles.
Oh, culture with it, man.
Oh my God. So yeah, he's probably he's man, it's almost like a police look. And I don't like it. Travis Kelce, I don't like it. I just don't. You look like somebody I'm allergic to.
I think it's upscale chicken salad with raisins, man, and pumpkin coffee, bro, for him, and trying to, you feel me? Coming from that Kool-Aid and fried chicken.
Yes.
I don't know, man. It's rough. It's a big adjustment.
So we are tired of seeing, we're putting this out there right now. We're tired of seeing Kansas City in the Super Bowl. We don't want to see it no more. We want to see some new blood out there. And a lot of people are saying that this can be a Super Bowl preview. Josh is doing his thing.
On fire.
He's definitely as a big boy. Like he's it's not like he's small. It's not like he no punk. He will run it on you. He will throw it on you. He got some of the tools and everything to do it. And they've been scoring over 30 points. these
Yeah,
past what,
man.
4 games.
And he's got that. You can tell, man. He's playing. He's playing with that flame behind him, man. With like straight passion, man. He just has it, man. There's not too many that have it right now. Like
Yeah,
my guy from the Eagles. I don't think he's really playing like on fire, passionate. No, but yeah, uh, Jared is. Lamar has even been shaky. It, Goff is. He
yeah.
is. He is.
Oh, now golf is top tier, especially with the fact that he has. The good thing about golf is he has weapons. He has an arsenal of things that he can actually do. And let me just speak this up for the Lions offense. Um,
Okay.
with the use of Goff, with the use of St. Brown, with the use of Jameer and Gibbs and all the rest of these guys, he's got the ability to move this ball around as much as he can, and that has given him the opportunity to. Well, okay, let me preface this by saying, and I wanted to say this before, and I don't know if I said it on here once before already, but I really believe that the Lions have like video game style milestones that they try to set for every game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like throw 5 interceptions and still win by 3 to unlock they'll unlock the black jerseys.
Right.
Throw for a full complete game to unlock Zadarius Smith. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they keep doing these and setting these different milestones and everything, and they keep pulling them off. And Jared, I mean, him throwing a perfect game and still didn't even get the game ball. He got it. That's how much
Yeah.
like, yeah, he's just doing it. He's just doing work, but he still got the game ball the next game. Um,
Right.
him throwing
Right.
perfect game, throwing 5 picks and still able to win. And the kicker, what's my man's name? What's why am I slipping on his name right now?
Yeah, I don't want to butcher it. I forget his name, but he came from I think the XFL. And
Really?
yeah, he came from the XFL or the UFL. He came from that league. Yeah. Yep.
Jake Bates. Why am I? I'm sitting like, why am I slipping?
Yeah, shouts out to him, man. Like
Jake Bates got the golden
Jake
leg.
Bates, man. It's a good story behind him, man.
Yes, he's got the golden leg right now. So and historically, the cool thing is historically the Lions have been highly praising of their kickers because for the longest their kickers have been some of the biggest scorers on the team.
Yeah. I
From
remember Hanson back in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Hanson was probably the highest scoring kicker ever. Thanks to the Lions, because that's where all of their points came from. But Bates was able to actually like nail it from just about anywhere, and they're pulling off so much stuff. And what I meant to say is the Lions offense have been pulling out trick after trick. They stay ahead of the game. I heard I think it was St. Brown that was talking and said like, yeah, us going on 4th and 1, we're in the crowd panicking. Like, you're going for it? Like, what are you doing? You're going for it. They have been practicing 4th and 1, 4th and 2 all week.
Yeah.
They have been setting up and preparing for that stuff the whole week. We looking at it like it's stupid. They looking at it like this is another day in the office.
Yeah.
They converted 4 out of the 5 that they went for. They number 4 in 4th down conversions in the league right now. Like, they're showing out as much as they possibly can. They doing so many tricks. I seen one play they had it. St. Brown ended up lining up as a running back. And he bent down as he was approaching. I seen a video. They showed him he was bent down as he was approaching the line so that they couldn't see his numbers. The Green Bay defense is running man. They scrambling all over the place trying to find out, who am I blocking? Who am I covering? Wait a minute, that's a receiver. No, he's a running back. What the hell is going on? They got them all thrown off. They are in their heads. Like, they are really messing with these dudes.
That's what we did with Chicago, man.
Like, yes, exactly. That's what we did with Chicago. Unfortunately, Chicago came back in the 4th quarter and almost made it a nail biter. But I'm just saying, they're pulling out every last trick that they possibly can. They're using so much stuff. They got weapon after weapon. They got idea after idea, trick play after trick play. They're going to go for it. They're going to shove it down your face. I'm seeing like across the board, I'm seeing all the predictions showing Detroit Lions win against the Bills.
Let's go. A round of applause for that. I'm with it. That's the only way I'm riding. Period.
That's the only way I can see it. And if this is supposed to be the preview of the Super Bowl, then that means the Lions go to the Super Bowl and the Lions beat the Bills again.
Yeah, I like that. In a grudge match.
Yeah, in a grudge match.
That's fire.
That's straight up and down, man. I'm glad that the city is getting that much attention. Even though, let me say this is for the culture.
Okay.
Let me get a little close to the mic. Detroit. City of Detroit, I just want to let y'all know a little something. I'm going off the script right now. Systematically, we have been nerfed. All right. If you don't know what the term nerf is like a technical term in video gaming where if you have a player that comes in and you download this player and you use them in the game and the player is actually great, they're powerful, they're strong, they got very strong moves, and then the game creators start to see that there's a little bit of an advantage with this player, so they start to dumb down its capabilities and they make him soft like a Nerf ball. That's kind of what happens. Like as I've patrolled and strolled through downtown Detroit and midtown Detroit area, you gotta see a little bit of nerfing going on because of the fact of we went from Timberland boots to Chanel pumps and dogs being walked, the dogs of all shapes and sizes I've never seen before. All right. I've never been able to afford. You got coffee shops, coffee houses, vegan breweries, and vegan pizza, which I don't mind vegan pizza.
The vegan brewery is nasty work.
Yeah, vegan brewery is nasty.
That's just nasty work.
So we've changed up through the process of gentrification and have systematically nerfed the system of the city of Detroit. It is not what. Listen, Cass Corridor is not the same Cass Corridor.
It's not.
Now, I'm not mad at it because it's a safety thing. I feel safer, but that true grit that you see that's out there on that field,
listen,
is less and less on these streets.
I got in trouble at school once, and my dad dropped me off in Cass Corridor, man, and this was like 80s.
For real? And make it back home.
I was scared, man. I promise you, man. I'm staring at a pimp. I'm looking at a prostitute.
Yes.
Pops pulls off.
Yes.
You're like, you want to be? You want to be hardcore? You want to be a thug?
Yeah.
All right.
Get out.
Yeah. Get out. That's exactly what he did.
For real.
It put things in perspective. Round of applause for no capping. It put things in perspective.
No, I'm pretty sure it did. Like, I'm gonna go up the block. Let's see how long it take you to make it up here. That is I've had this idea brewing. I want to sell this idea, and I'm telling you right now to anybody listening, if this idea happens anywhere, I'm looking at all y'all names. I think I can see. Yeah, I can't see online, but I'm just saying, if this idea pops up anywhere else, I know that people listening to this stole it and ran with it. But man, man versus hood. I want to take somebody and drop him in the hood and see how long it take them to make it to the burbs. Like, I would give them $5, a box of blacks, and a lighter. And tell them, like, you're Bear Grylls in the middle of like the worst hood possible. You got to make it on foot to the burbs.
Drop them off at like Joy Road, Dexter.
Yes, you can't call Lyft, you can't call Uber, and yeah, you got to make it back to
right off Linwood.
Yes. Yeah, gonna drop you off right off exit 9. You got to make it to, like, we're gonna make it like a legitimate burb. Like, you got to make it to the east side burbs, like Grosse Pointe.
It's doable. I think it's the way how you're moving is going to predict how that's going to work out.
Yes, because you're going to have some encounters. You're going to have. I want to say you could do it here, but I mean, we've been nerfed. So it's like
They're gonna have to take refuge in the Middle East or a liquor store.
yes.
Try to get their bearings right.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to stop at the store. Like, hey, can I get and we can do it in the winter time too. Let's really see you make it. Like you can no Lyft, no Uber, no none of that, no phone. Just
This
you on
is-
foot, making it through the hood to the burbs.
It's like Survivor Motown edition.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. And when you hear, because you're gonna see the video, it's like, yeah, I'm walking through what looks to be Lasher, and I think it's pronounced Lasser. The natives call it Lasher. I'm kind of confused by the spelling.
Oh man, it's hilarious. That's hilarious.
And then they got to make it that way, and they're gonna have some conversations with the natives, and they're gonna be like, "What up, cuz? What up, though?" Like,
right?
They're trying to speak to me. I don't understand the language. Yeah, there's shit like that. I want to see. I want to do that.
The big homie, Wandering Winchy, shouts out to you. He said, "Do they get a map?"
No, they don't get a map. They gotta ask where they going. They gotta ask where they gotta ask folks. Yeah, that's a new stipulation. No map. You gotta ask. Like, hey, excuse me, sir. How do I get to Mexico?
Yo.
Yeah. They gotta do that. I'm with that.
All right, man. Let's get Swagger Sounds, man. This here, Luigi turned bad. Here's my disclaimer before we get into it.
Okay.
Here's the thing. There's no hero about this one. And I'm very curious about the people that put on Mario Brothers beanie hats.
Wow.
As to say they're celebrating this guy.
Yes.
That's my disclaimer before we even get into it. But yeah, apparently Luigi, pun intended, turned bad here, man.
Okay. You let me cook for a couple minutes. Let's just say that I do not condone, and let's say we do not condone the killing of anyone. We do not condone assassination in any form or fashion. It is not right. It is not ethical. It solves nothing. Okay. It does not do what you plan and hope that it will do. What it has done, though, has opened a spotlight onto a subject that maybe a lot of people haven't been looking at, probably have been overlooking, and probably have not had the ability to come back and talk about. Okay. Everybody has been digging media-wise. Who is Luigi? Martone, what is it? Macione, whatever his last name is. Who is this Luigi kid? What has he done? Let's talk to his friends. Let's talk to his family. Let's talk to every last person. I've yet to see any media outlet talking to the family, friends, associates, co-workers, or anything of the guy from United Healthcare that was shot. I haven't seen no backstory on him. I have not seen no information on him. I have not seen where he went to school or where this, that, and the other. None of this information has surfaced except for the fact that he was the CEO of United Healthcare Group. If you don't know, United Healthcare Group is probably the largest insurance company that is available here in the United States. United Healthcare also has the largest rejection rate out of all the companies here in the United States. There have been situations of like a woman who had cancer who was told that, hey, she fought, stuff went into remission, then things started coming back. And they told her that she needed a scan in order to see if where the cancer and everything was returning to. And she was denied that scanning and told she had to wait 8 weeks for some other information and everything to come through.
Okay.
She waited 8 weeks, and they told her, well, because of this other thing, you got to keep waiting even more and keep waiting even more to the point to where her coworkers was giving up their time off and their insurance benefit and their things trying to help her. You see, so let's not play like these companies are the greatest thing, since sliced bread.
Yeah.
Let's not play
Yeah.
like companies are all like super ethical as they claim to be. Not speaking for the guy, only
Right.
speaking for the company. What they have done, does it justify the actual action? No. What he has done, has it solved anything? No. But it has put a spotlight on a whole lot of stuff. And also, what I do want to say is there is it's not as if there's going to be a change. It's funny and it's kind of odd that we celebrate somebody such as this. Or we celebrate a situation like this. It's like us watching murder porn. We hunt for the videos, we hunt for the shootings, we hunt for the stuff and look at it. We really, really want to see, well, what happened? I just need to see it. What's good? What's good with you, NATO? I see you. We want to check all that stuff out and see it firsthand, first light, right in front of our faces. And I think that is desensitized the actual motives behind certain things. People starting to think he's a sleeper cell. This has happened too easily. There's a manifesto. There's no manifesto on the guy that shot at Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's no manifesto. He just went up and did it, just like some of these other people. But this guy had this written out and this page, and there's all these things that point directly back to him. It seems set up. You hate to say that it's set up, but it seems like it. It seems like something is wrong with it. Something is odd about the situation. You really can't put your hands on it, but at this time and age, it's so hard to say exactly what's real and what's not.
Yeah,
and that's a problem.
Very true.
That's a problem. And I'm hoping. I mean, apparently they found him guilty. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that they actually found him guilty on the shooting. And of course, they're going to do the prosecution and everything also.
Yeah, I think they're working on an indictment right now.
Yes. So my prayers go out to the family of him. My prayers go out to the family of the victim and to the assailant who actually did this.
Yeah.
It's not going to fix nothing. That's the sad part. It's not going to fix nothing.
Yeah, no, these are facts.
So as much as we cry, bitch and moan, shoot down CEOs and all the rest of the stuff, it's not going to do anything but make you guys look like the bad guys and make them consistently be a little bit more standoffish with giving out what they should be giving out, which is good health care.
Yeah, that part.
That's my 2 cents on it.
No, well said, man. And I think we can let it rest right there. A round of applause for good healthcare. Listen, we got to get better there as a country, right? As a nation,
got to get better.
And the healthcare and big farm, man, they're just so they're unregulated. They literally can get away with murder. So it's something that needs to be addressed in Washington, and for whatever reason, man, they stand out like eyesores, but nobody wants to do anything, or maybe nobody can do anything about the kind of power you have to go up against to regulate that part.
Right, exactly. I mean, and it's and I'm seeing folks are talking. Shouts out to the folks in the chat. Continue to keep letting us know what y'all thinking. But yeah, if it comes down to government, if it comes down to them stepping in, if it comes down to the rest of these other powers that be stepping in trying to regulate the stuff, all they're going to do is keep finding loopholes. This is one big company. If you haven't noticed that it's set up for there to be a back door with everything that they create, then you're just as blind as all the rest of them. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a back door to every last thing that is put in place that's meant to help or that's meant to hurt. And somebody is going to find a way around that. And the minute they do, they're going to take it, they're going to use it, they're going to exploit it, and boom, it's going to blow up in everybody's faces. So as much as they say it's going to change, behind the scenes, it's not.
Yeah.
It's really not. They're gonna keep getting richer. They're gonna keep making money. They're gonna keep blowing it up. And they're gonna keep doing what they're supposed to do, which is get over on the people. We're gonna keep getting sick. We're gonna keep having these higher costs and everything. Nothing's coming down the way you hope is gonna come down. And I'm just gonna sit back here and watch.
Yeah.
Don't touch my shit.
Right.
I'm praying, just don't touch my stuff. But
Yeah.
regardless who it is, they're gonna all tell you like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, that, and the other. And it's not, it's still gonna be about that dollar. That's my
Yeah, that's what it boils down to, man. And just the bittersweet part of capitalism, man. Let's get into this culture talk, man. Round of applause. Culture talk is back.
Yes.
Got to give you one, and it's a lot going on. Side note: Missionary, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg is out.
I haven't listened yet.
That is out, and I'm about halfway through the listen. So I think we'll talk about it on episode 12. After it soaks in, we'll have a couple weeks to let it soak in.
Yeah.
But so far so good on my side from what I've heard. I'm about halfway through, man. It's fire. It's fire.
I seen that it dropped today, and I was tied up, and I'm like, man, I wanted to be sitting still and like really focus and really listen. Like I didn't want to, I didn't want to play around with it. I wanted to hear it.
Yeah. You want to put it in the studio on the monitors and take a really good listen. Yeah.
Yes, this is Dre and Snoop together. I gotta give that the real deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. Now, listen. This whole Clarissa Shields, Remy Ma, Papoose, Easy the Block Captain, right? I was telling the Set the Bar Make Show group, shout out to y'all. Like, this is very old for battle rap heads because Easy has been all last year, every battler Easy had brought up the fact that he was sleeping with Remy Ma. So all that's happened here is that it's looking like they're finally over it. And now Papoose is with Miss Shields, the champion boxer.
Okay.
Now she's doing the most. She turned into a rapper, kind of floating out there going viral.
Yeah.
And has some bars for Remy Ma.
Yes.
Are you interested in seeing them fight?
I heard. Okay. No, I'm not interested in seeing them fight. Just like I'm not interested in seeing them doing a rap battle. Okay. I saw the rap. Apparently the rap is from like some months ago or some time ago before all this stuff popped. Whatever it was. But let me just say that what I put on the post somewhere. I said she sounds like or looks like a muscle bound gospel rapper trying to be hard. Like
gospel.
You could tell in the swag she was like, and I rappity rap and I do it, I clap, I slap and I rhyme. I don't even know what I'm saying this time, but Remy Ma, you got to man, shut your just box. Remy ain't fighting this chick. Like, if you see her, like I'm looking at pictures of her right now. Why Pap is messing with her in the first place? Because she looked like she should hoop.
They say Papoose is really nice that he's trained in the gym. So they both love boxing.
That's fine.
And we pray for no domestic violence.
That's fine. I pray for no domestic violence also. And I'm really hoping that it doesn't turn into actually going to blows, because I can tell that this woman will actually mop the floor with Remy Ma. If it came down to a battle, Remy mops the floor with Clarissa Shields. It's one-sided, whichever way you go. Pap, like just keep it clean, bow out of the whole situation, both in their own corners, and say, come out to the public, say, my bad, y'all, for being, in the midst of my drama. We gonna keep this 100 and keep on going.
And I just feel like she's doing too much. Like respectfully, man. Like you know what I mean? If y'all broke up and that's y'all doing y'all thing, is cool. But for her to kind of be lunging at Remy to me is just kind of over the top, man. Like real life reality TV or something.
So who
It's
started it?
kind of whack. Yeah.
Who started the thing? Like it's
I'm
when
not even sure, bro. Like, I'm not even sure. I haven't looked that deep to know if Remy Ma said something to her first. You know what I mean? But it's clear that Remy Ma has moved on. Like, right? That's what I'm
right.
saying. Like,
Okay.
she was owning the fact that she was with Easy the block captain, right? And so it's interesting to me. Like, nobody was saying anything really about it. How it's blowing up now when it was clear that Remy Ma was with Easy, but now that Papoose is with Clarissa, now it's all of a sudden it's a big deal. So I mean, I'll leave that where it's at. But yeah, it's things that make you go,
Yeah, it's things that make you go home. And I'm looking at pictures of her like this is a rough chick. Like she look like she wake up and
Is she out of Flint?
is that what she that explains a lot.
I think she's
out
out
of
of Flint.
that. You can tell that water got to her.
Bro. Bro.
She didn't drink the water for real because she looked like she yawned like a dog when she just her build is nasty. Like she looked, man. Let me not. I'm sorry.
Shouts out to the big bro, Terrence Dixon in the building. That's my bro right there, man. Let's yo, all right. So let's dive into the next topic, culture talk, episode 11, Underground Penthouse. Dave Blunts.
Let me.
We got to talk about Dave Blunts.
Yes. Okay. Let me share with y'all a picture of this dude. Oh, go. Let me before I talk. Go ahead and say what you would like to say.
Listen, we got to talk about Dave Blunts because there's a lot of haters. But what this guy has done, he's marketed himself up to a point to where he signed a deal with Warner Music Group. He has a team. He has a brand. He has a look. He has a cup. And he daggone can't put it down, man. And I'm saying we may need to look at this and say, is the guy the real deal or is this all a joke?
That's the guy you talking about. This
is the perp.
This your king. This is your king.
Wait, man. You got it.
This is what we talking. This is where we at now. Like I'm a big fella. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fella. We've lived through the age of Big Pun.
Yeah.
This is your king. Like
how's
the music? How's his music? Is his music pretty good?
The music is in the category of Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion, Trippie Redd. It's that emo.
You can say no.
Yeah, the music is very gimmicky. It's very cookie cutter.
Okay, so let me say this. I've said this, and artists listening all around, and I'll even say this.
Chat, let us know something how y'all feeling about Dave Blunts.
Yeah, please, by all means. To be successful, here's a formula that you can use. Be an anomaly. Let's start with that. Being an anomaly is somebody such as this, who is this size, that has the gall to get up and make music. Not saying that he shouldn't, not saying that he can't, but you can clearly tell that the attention is coming to him because of the fact that he is this big and he's sitting down on stage and he is being, pushed out like that. That's not a look. That's not a brand. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's an issue. Every last one of the comments is like, no, sir, put the cup down. Bim, nobody never heard of him. Correct. I never heard of him until I started seeing this big dude. I seen a big dude doing diving off of a diving board, and next thing you know, that blew up and went viral. Why? Yeah. Because a guy this size was able to do diving, so just like all the little smaller guys could. That is the anomaly. So that's one thing he is being that. Just like old men rapping. He is being that. Just like Clarissa Shields sounding like a 13-year-old bodybuilding gospel rapper trying to sound gangster. Okay. That's that. Then next thing is steal the right song. Okay. You gotta gaffle the proper song. Not taking a shot at your boy. I'm cool with your man Stretch.
Okay.
Money to Make Money was a popular song that was sampled and used to, push it out there. Biggie used popular songs, remixed them, remade them, and used them. I've seen it myself personally, live on stage. I play all my own music, and then I play one sampled song, and oh my God, and everybody gravitates to the one sample song that I use. Steal the right song, be an anomaly, and become successful. Okay.
Who should be responsible for being accountable for the buffoonery? At the end of the night, do we blame it on Warner Music Group, who probably is I would say literally sponsoring to exploit him? They're going to make more money than him, by the way.
Yeah, they are
Right?
going to make more money than him. But you know what they're exploiting? They're exploiting the people's love for clowns. Everybody loves a clown, except those with phobias that can't stand clowns. All right. So these are clowns. Let's just call a spade a spade. Sexy Red is a clown. Glorilla originally was a clown until she was actually built to, actually sound better. This dude is the clown. Every last one of these cats that you just sat there and mentioned all were tattooed face, colorful hair. Tekashi 6ix9ine, super clown. He's like the top level boss tier clown that you got to face up to the island of clowns at the end of the damn game. He's a clown, and America loves a clown. That's why that ends up going viral the way it does. This clown stuff going, just like what was it? Remember the movie Suicide Squad?
Yes.
Okay, Suicide Squad was posted up there for the longest amount of time, right before it actually came out, and the ad was the picture of the dude that played the Joker with gold teeth, gold fronts, all the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
He had the least role in the movie, but he was the forefront. He was the thing that they showed, and you barely seen him in the movie.
That's a great point.
Clowns are great advertising. And this dude that needs to go ahead and hop on a treadmill just like I do. This dude needs to pick up way more vegetables just like I do.
Yeah.
Needs to, one, find a way to get up off of that seat, stand up a bit, make better songs, and then use that to actually be a carrier to making great music and making it stand up versus his size, his weight, and this anomaly that he is standing out in front of the music that he made. Because I can't spit to you one song. Only reason I know him is because he's a fat dude sitting there that can barely stand up.
Yeah. The volcano has erupted, I see. All right. We're not going to get into any body shaming, but since we're talking about things that are bad for the culture.
I can do that because I'm fat also. Like, I'm not body shaming them. Dude, I need to do it too. I didn't leave myself out of it. I'm just saying somewhere along the lines, somebody should be eating less burgers and getting this. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, shouts out to Ben. Get your boy, man. Get your homie, yo.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so bro saying, so are they industry plants? I think we've identified Sexy Red. Yes. And what do we mean as plants? To be a plant, does it have to be, one of the variables have to be, you have to get exploited and you have to have trashy music?
I think a plant is typically somebody that's placed there with a purpose. Somebody that was like, let's keep it 100. Sugar Hill Gang was a plant. All right, Drake was a plant. Um,
Mm.
this guy here, I'm
Now
not
you
gonna,
saying Sugar Hill?
yeah, Sugar Hill Gang was super plant. That was one of the first plants out there. There was a if my understanding is correct, they were like all slapped together to really imitate the stuff that was really going on behind scene with the real hip hoppers and the real DJs and stuff doing it at the clubs and at the parties. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sugar Hill got thrown together, and then that's what became mainstream. They were plant.
Okay. Okay. I see. I feel it.
A plant to me would have to be somebody placed to like change the environment. And this guy isn't changing the environment. This is just a company latching on to something that happened to blow up and be popular. Just like for some reason, a girl does an interview, and in the middle of that interview, she says, hot tool, spit on that thing. And then next thing you know, she's advertising and she's doing, you know what I'm saying, all the rest of this stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She has no talent. She
No.
cracked one joke, and now she's out there in the forefront. Just like the one guy that was like, man, I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran to a black man's arms. They made a song out of this. They made a song.
I just saw that on the gram.
Yes.
That interview, the whole interview on the gram, man. Just
Yes.
amazing interview.
My man just happened to live next door to a guy that he ate barbecue with that happened to have two little girls kidnapped.
They ate ribs.
And they ribs with this dude. And then next thing you know, because of the fact he came out and spoke on there, now they giving him like bits for him to speak at. Why? This is just the companies just saying, oh, he's popular, grab him. He's popular, grab him. And just throwing them out there into the world that they have yet to realize even exists. And then they bomb.
And people eat off this, though. People make money off this.
Companies eat off of it. They eat off of it. And the person that is actually doing it don't eat whatsoever. They might buy their mom's a house. They might the dude with the bed intruder song, climbing in your window, shouting your people up. He bought his mom's a house off of that song that somebody else made using him in the interview. Okay.
My thing is this: where are we at, like morally, ethically? If I let's say I really like Dave Blunt's music, and I'm a record executive, am I a good person that I see that, hey, he's making music that's good to me? I think people will like it. We can make some money off of it. Am I less of a person if I don't say, hey, lose some weight and come back, man? Your priority should be your health. You shouldn't be even worried about rapping and being on tour.
You're not less of a person if you're doing that. If anything, you're more of a friend if you're doing that. Because if you really care about him, you care about his longevity. You care about his ability. You care about his talent also, but you care about his life. So therefore, if that is the case, you would tell him, hey, by all means, please just do this for me. We're going to keep making your music.
Yeah.
Before we put you out there on stage,
before
we put you in the media, let's shave some of this off of you a little bit. Let's treat you like her. Let's make an avatar. Yeah. Her didn't even show her face. She did 100% of her performances and stuff like this. You didn't even know how she looked.
Yeah.
And that created an allure. That created a thing to look at. And then when you finally seen her face, like, oh, okay, she cold.
Yeah.
But if you notice, the attention dwindled. You see
it's facts. Yeah, absolutely.
They can do the same thing for him. They can actually take him, put him behind the scenes, let him keep writing, let him keep developing, let him keep making money in any way possible that he could, let him lose the weight, bring him back out and be the eye candy that he needs to be. But they know it's not going to work because if he's in a regular body, his music don't work.
That part.
It don't. The only way his music works is if he is in that shape and people look at him because of the shape that he's in and they keep dropping hot comments like, you need to put the cup down. You need to pick up this. You need to get rid of the people. As long as people keep commenting and adding views and impressions, good or bad, he's going to continue to get the attention that he needs. And somebody needs to come and shut that part of it down. Then it will realize to him, I need to do better. Ruben Studdard started losing all of his credibility when he lost the weight too. I'm just saying.
You just threw that in on the tail.
A lot of people like Big Luther more than they like Little Luther. I'm
It's
just
facts.
saying. That's real.
Same with Freddie Jackson.
Same with Freddie Jackson.
I would even go as far as with Jill Scott.
Woo, yeah, thick Jill. Nah, thick, yeah.
Yeah,
Thick,
I like that early Jill, man.
yeah, early Jill.
The twins are dominating things now.
Yeah,
it's hard to even see the waist.
Mm.
I'll leave that there. All right, let's touch on this real quickly. All right, Culture Talk on the Radar Radio. Is it good or bad for the culture? I mean, you can see, I just saw Fat Joe on there. So you're seeing everything from top tier artists to some of the worst hip hop you probably ever heard in your life to like, okay, that's not that bad. They need to tweak that. It's kind of giving you a naked view of everything in the bucket of hip hop.
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering how they're gaining popularity, or like where are they at? Where are they from? Like where are they?
I'm not sure, but I'm wondering, am I reading it wrong? So when I'm thinking this act is horrible, they're saying it's supposed to be up and coming artists on this show. These aren't supposed to be knockoff people. It's people that have made noise, and then it could go all the way up to, Fat Joe and top tier artists, right? So Capadonna was on there, and seen some big time artists on there. So
the biggest schematic is you got to make sure that the label is making money in some way, shape, or form. So I'm pretty sure that if they have Capadonna, they have Fat Joe, or some of the rest of these guys, they're probably paying them to be on the show. Whereas all the rest of the little guys that you're seeing that are like super trash are paying them to be on the show.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they're developing their money off of the trash artists, using that money and refunneling it back into the good artists to keep you with that balance. They're still going to make their money off of the views. And they make their money off the views. They make their money off the artists. They pay back to the major artists to come in, which excites more people to want to get on there because they know the majors are on there also, so they're going to be seen, good or bad, right or wrong. They're going to be seen. So I'm not mad at them for the business model.
It's definitely like good promotion, good entertainment. They got it down. I mean, even down to like the visuals, like the green room and all. It's
yeah. I'm not mad at them for the business model. I am mad at them for, if you are going to have like this level of talent on there, there probably needs to be tiers of what you show. Feature the executive level stuff, and then all the rest of it, kind of put it right here. I know what it's doing, systematic. I know what it's doing, but put the big dogs here, put the little dogs right here, and let the little dogs fight to work their way up view-wise to then be able to get lumped into the category over here as you see it.
I actually like that. I like that.
Unfortunately, what that kind of does is that kind of creates a bias as for a company to say, hey, we like this music over this music. But at the same time, that helps to decipher exactly like quality physical music that we truthfully
levels
want to push. There needs to be levels to it. And what's sad is we are victims of our own perspectives. I'm glad you put me up on what the book you just gave me, because I've been listening.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying this. The perspectives of which we actually see things through are being affected by other people's perspectives of what they want to show us. And what's happening is, if they want to show us this, we can either like it or not like it.
Right.
We're not going to like it if we have been trained and have been, our knee-jerk reaction is in reflex is to not like this. analogy that was used in it. If you brew a cup of coffee over here in the United States, somebody might be like, "Ooh, that smells coffee. That smells good. I want some." But if you're over in another certain countries like Canada or whatever, you turn on coffee, they're gonna say, "Are you sick? Is something wrong with you?" Because tea here is used for medicine. Coffee is used for recreation. Over there, coffee is used for medicine.
Right.
It's for recreation. So it smells like medicine to them, and it smells like luxury to us. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So your perspective and everything, is it going to be clouded in the passing? Is it going to be hit by, is it going to clash in the middle of it? You never really know. You never really can tell. But I just say that my is it good for the culture? Yes and no. It's going to give you the bad. It's going to give you the good. It's going to let you judge. I just feel like there should be a little bit more filtering for my own personal palate.
Gotcha.
And if that's good or bad, then
I feel that. Yeah, and I think, I mean, I like how you say you can break it down to different work streams, like maybe on the radar premium, and that's where you get the Fat Joes. And
yes.
You know what I mean? It's not the same as the amateur night on the radar. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it should be done in that manner. Like I really think it should. Like there's different levels and everything to it, and separate those levels, because and then it's you'll notice like, okay, y'all not just putting out trash, y'all putting out some real stuff, but I just think some of the super trash, they should be like, hey, I'm not putting that on my site. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, they're a business. They make their money how they make it, and it is what it is. Trust me, I done been here. Shouts out. As a mix engineer, as a studio, owner or whatever.
Yeah.
You run across a lot of poor talent.
Yes.
Regardless of what you think, they paid you for your ear and your time and your equipment, and you put
very true
every last bit of it into that and make them sound like gods.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna even lie to you. I took a half deaf 13-year-old who sounded almost like DJ Clue and made her sound like she was legitimately spitting.
Oh wow.
That's what you have to do. I know it hurts, but that's what you have to do. And she was cool. I mean, nothing wrong with her as a person. Great person. Great person. But sometimes you got to put in some work.
No, I feel you.
Sometimes you got to put in work.
All right, so now that we're speaking about that, like the everything in a bucket from premium all the way down to your horrible gasoline on the radar in hip hop, a lot of people when you turn on the radio, a lot of people are saying things, right? Especially Generation X. And a comment came up in the Set the Bar Mix show that will lead into the great debate for episode 11 and it was off of Boss Man Glow freestyling, and it's absolute trash, right?
You said Boss Man Low?
Is it Boss Man? I think it's DL Low. Hold on, let me because I don't want to say.
It just popped up.
Yeah,
and he was on the radar.
No, he was actually in the studio. Just a random shot of him in the studio freestyling, and I think he dropped the M-bomb probably like 80 times in like 16 bars, man.
Okay.
And so one of the guys in the group came in and said, and I'm paraphrasing here. He said, you just let anybody blow up. If we don't get it together, hip hop is gonna be the new jazz. And then that resonated because my dad said hip hop would end up like disco. It would all start sounding the same and then fade out. So we know that's not going to happen. Mega $1 billion industry.
So is jazz meaning that is it's sounding more and more erratic and will end up phasing out?
Well, see, here's the thing, right? So
Because
when
if
we
this
look
goes
at it,
down the same, jazz is kind of like all over the place, even though it's still got that same lick to it. But I guess I guess I'm trying to make sure I know exactly what type of jazz or what are we meaning by jazz.
right? So if you look at jazz kind of coming out of New Orleans, right?
Okay.
Late 19th century. It was blues, ragtime, European harmony, African rhythmic rituals, like all these different things. And then the 20s became the jazz age, right? And they're saying characterized by swing and blue notes, complex chords, call and response vocals, polyrhythm, improvisation, right?
Okay.
Right. In the 30s, we got some gypsy vibe, gypsy jazz going on. We got some bebop going on, right? Then in the 50s, jazz went through this hard bop phase, right? Which introduced influences of rhythm and blues and gospel
Okay.
into jazz, right? We started getting some jazz rock fusion. Point being, smooth jazz comes along in the 80s, and that's where we bumped into the Kenny G's. Our parents, our parents were saying that's can jazz. That's not really jazz.
Okay.
So, are we at a point where when we turn on the radio and we listen to Juice World and we hear Future and the Trippy Reds and the mumble rappers and this hybrid of singing and rapping, right? Yeah, I feel like it's kind of the same thing where you can legitimately say that's not even really like I don't really Future is on the threshold of not even being hip hop to me.
He's
It's like
not.
it's something else,
He's not.
but he's definitely deemed a hip hop
He's
or a
new age.
rap. I mean, a rapper slash hip hop artist.
Future is new age R&B to me. So to kind of answer your question,
See, that would mean yes. Then it's evolved so much to where it's like it's almost not. It's basically not even
yeah, I mean
the same genre anymore.
it's definitely no, it's not. I mean, it has evolved. Don't get me wrong. With through the use of technology, through the use of like the classics to us then 80s and early 90s are now the classics of now. Well, I'll put it like this. Um the songs from the 80s and 90s that use the classics of the 60s and 70s are now the songs that are the classics of now. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
So a lot of the early hip hop was pulled from disco. A lot of early hip hop was pulled from, even some jazz rhythms and funk and blues. All that stuff was now. See, now the old school stuff to them was NWA and Ice Cube and Snoop and now it's not even like sampling. It's just completely remaking and flipping the song into something totally different. That's why you end up with what's the one pop song that end up using like a yin yang twin song or it was like they would just take it and make a complete song, like a completely hard song, and turn it into pop.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now you got way different rhyme schemes, different beat styles, through the introduction of people like Kendrick and all the rest. Um you got more types of ways of using like R&B and jazz and throwing them in. Andre 3000 introduced a lot of that, not through his flute music, but
Yeah.
through like I think the advent of that was Love Below. Love Below was a completely that album changed a lot. That opened up a door that nobody had really knew even existed. Like, whoa, I can do this. Like outside of somebody like a Camp Low,
Yeah.
whose style was like, I'm gonna be honest, I can't tell you what the hell Camp Low was talking about now, dog. Like as many times I've listened to
7 other C's in black sugar.
yeah, like quiet high, you get it lower. like sparkly, low why I got the bubbly. Private stock drench me, I can't stop from bubbling. Like
Welcome and shout me pleasures. It's my 7 layers.
7 layers of treasure, my genuine draft. What are you talking about?
With the lower accurate measures, precision on beats. If your campus wanted whatever. It's like, what?
Ghostface will rap like that. Like, Wallaby smiling, why did you not just flipping and adding words and just saying a whole bunch of stuff. And
yeah.
This rhymes, so therefore it's cool. I like they style and the sound, but I have to this day, I can't tell you what Ghostface is talked about, what Camp Low was talking about. My parents heard Daz Effects, bum stiggity bum huh. I got the bum pum. Like, y'all could have did this as kids. Like, we could have did. So the erraticness and sounds coming from all over the place. Yes, it can be considered like a jazz. It's jazz to me is just random notes, just all played together, just nice and fast, and all the rest of the stuff. Incognito, they got a bunch of great stuff. There's one song they had called Barum, but I heard a remix version of it. And all I hear is just drums, like it's like all these different rhythms and everything going on, and you never know what's going to come. You never know what's going to hit you. There's no pattern to it no more. It's not rats and the roaches over there hitting trees. It's not that. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the air. Now you got let me say, I'm the biggest hater. Y'all hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. It's that now. Yeah. It's like you never know exactly which direction it's going to go. So if is it becoming the new jazz? I want to say,
in the sense that it's evolved so much that it's barely even hip hop anymore.
Correct. So let me embellish on that, because now when you talk about Future, you talk about Drake, you talk about, a good 90% of these guys that primarily sing on their music.
Yeah.
That's not rap. Just because it's over a rap beat. Like, do we want to consider Limp Bizkit as rap? No, it's rock. It's rock music, even though he's rapping over it.
I would give the subgenre would be rap.
Yeah, exactly. They don't, but see, Limp Bizkit isn't going up for any awards with any other rap artists.
Facts. That is
okay.
Facts.
So why are you taking people like Drake and Future and the ones that primarily singing, who truly are new age R&B? Excuse me. And why are you lumping them in with the rappers? Keep them separated, because that's what it is. It's truthfully new age R&B.
Yeah.
And call it what it is. R&B is over hip hop beats and stuff right now. It ain't just saying two-step music.
And what's sad about new age R&B is one of the big attributes that you have to be a new age R&B artist is that you don't need to be able to sing. You don't have to be able to sing. You don't have to have a voice, but you can sing.
Yeah, exactly. You can hold a note. You can hold a tune. But now they're considering a lot of stuff that is not rap as rap. But yet you won't claim Limp Bizkit as rap.
Right.
You won't claim, you know what I'm saying? If that's the case, you might as well lump in some of these country artists as rap.
Right. And to Terrence's point, bro calling out something in terms of the singing and rapping with PM Dawn have been the pioneers for that. Okay, so let's go back. We were there. Did we really consider that hip hop? They were rapping. They were rapping and singing on the hook, rapping in the verses. Did we really feel like that's hip hop?
I didn't.
I didn't either. Like, I kind of felt like, okay, that's kind of
American hip hop and R&B act. They were a blend. They were a hybrid. You can, I think what happens is people stay away from that title and of just calling it a hybrid.
Right.
And they want to say it's rap and hip hop. It was a hybrid between the two of them. Just let's make a hybrid category. PM Dawn, I guess the songs that really stand out to me are not the rap song from PM Dawn. Now, as soon as I hear PM Dawn, I think, is it my turn? You imagining emotion.
It's a fire song, bro.
That was a dope song. It was. But I don't think
There
about
was no rap in that one.
I have no clue about any PM Dawn rapping on anything.
I think that's a good point.
Like,
I mean, and the time that they were coming out, I mean, in the golden age of hip hop, I mean, it felt like, because Will Smith was kind of that kind of rapper where like sometimes it felt like hip hop with him and other times it didn't.
right,
Because
exactly.
it was so like that became the nightmare on my street. Like
that's different. That's like holding out the words and just expressing the words in a little different manner. What I'm saying is it's almost like taking Boys to Men and considering them to be hip hop artists when they first came out with Motown Philly.
Because they had a couple flows in there.
It had the flows on there. Long overdue and now, and it was that type of mode. It had tempo and cadence and everything to it. Could that be considered rap?
No,
exactly. So I can't consider PM Dawn to be rap.
Got it.
I can't do it. It's just nothing about them stands out as rap.
I think they might have been the forerunners for Drake. I mean, if we really think about it, who else was like, we rap, but then I may sing a whole song and not rap, but it's the same album. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not sure. I'm going back in my mind back in the 90s and the 80s and trying to think about which rappers were like singing whole verses. It's got to be more.
Nobody outside of like Ja Rule singing choruses and what would I be without my baby? The thought alone might break me. Like that's.
I think you know what? I think Nelly played around with. Yeah, I think Nelly was kind of playing around with that borderline of like I'm kind of singing but I'm still rapping kind of vibes. You feel what I mean?
Yeah, I mean you got like Flow
Rida. Right time to shoot master, looking for the right time to shoot master.
Well, see, that's the case. You might as well throw Bone Thugs and Harmony in there as R&B artists also because they legitimately claim that they were singing and rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like they. So I don't think that's the thing. Here's what I think separates it.
Looking for the right time to shoot masties. You know,
on the dance floor. I feel like busting loose.
Right.
Hey, it hits you. It hits you once you're there. It's like,
yep, it's there. You're up. Yeah,
you're there. So like, Ben Frank said, "What about Slick Rick?" That's what I want to say. Like, because it's rap doesn't mean it has to be like I'm waiting and debating for so long. Just start like a Marvin for a Cool J song. It doesn't have to be that. It can be good gracious ass to bodacious or
yeah,
all these things and kind of sang out. But when you're like, what the hell was he singing on that one song?
Which one?
It was a Drake song that he was singing. When you're doing that or you doing the future route and everything where it's like more harmonic. Turn out the lights. I'm looking for that's singing. That's R&B. Like that's not rap, dog. Like it's.
Oh my God.
If you're intentionally trying to hit a note, if you're intentionally trying to like push this out and then direct it towards the ladies, that's R&B. That's rhythm and blues. Crucial Conflict. Crucial Conflict was a whole. I used to love Crucial Conflict.
Yeah. In the middle of the barn.
Hey, I met them before. There was here
fire.
There was here recording the song. Rest
Another
in peace.
One. Do or Die. Yeah.
Rest in peace. Oh, Do or Die. Oh man.
Shouts out to Terrence. Yep.
Shouts out to the Chi-Town for putting out them high-speed spitters and everything for Twister, Do or Die, the Crucial Conflict, for having those choppers and everything there. It's another dude from there called Cap One.
Oh, I know about Cap One.
He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
signed to
yeah.
Motown. My man could spit. He had a song with Twista and Rashana. Had another one with Cannabis. Bro, he definitely has some stuff. But those type of dudes really just kind of tried to make a way for the Midwest to stand out away from East Coast,
Yeah,
West Coast, and Dirty South.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
for the longest, the Midwest never really had a sound. Detroit has a bit of a sound right now. Unfortunately, I feel a certain way about that sound because it's more like people trying to speak properly and ramble some of the stuff that they saying. Like yeah, I got tired of hearing about like cookie blunts and all the rest of this stuff. Like cookie full of purple, and I'm like, nah, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Well, that hell of a beat style production, right?
Yeah,
They- that's one side of it, but then you have your Apollo Browns. Like I feel like there's that other side of Detroit hip hop that is almost very similar to New York boom bap. You know, where
correct.
you could find like Royce the 5'9" rapping over those kind of beats,
Yeah,
and even Eminem. Like
but
you
they
know what I
few
mean?
and far in between for it to be considered a sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If you got a ton of people trying to emulate the same thing, then that's the sound that y'all trying to create. It's like Detroit techno and Detroit, you know what I'm saying, rap.
agreed. Okay, yeah,
So I think that West Coast was, West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Mac 10, Ice Cube, shouts out to him. He'll be here tomorrow with MC8 and EPMD and Scarface.
nice.
Yeah, shouts out to him. If y'all need tickets, then I know somebody that got some. Then if you go East Coast with like your Black Thought, your Qualies, your Jada and all the rest of them, each one of those sides have a sound. Even if you go South,
Yeah,
Face, UGK, Outcast, they have a sound. Midwest didn't really have a particular sound or style, and that's when the high speed guys started
mm,
coming out. You
yeah.
know, I don't want to count Common because I don't want nobody to emulate Common style. I don't want nobody to emulate Kanye style. Like it's just if you
Yeah.
have something, you have Bone, you have Twister, Crucial Conflict, Do or Die. I Detroit, we had like AWOL was big for a second.
Hear that awesome
Austin
Dre,
Train, Hardcore Committee, shout out to
Esham. Was
Esham.
more like horrorcore.
Yeah, exactly. Top Authority here. I think Top Authority. No, it was Flint. Just like Dayton Family and all the rest of they had
Yeah.
that type of vibe. That's what we was really pushing out from up here. Breed, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's what we was pushing up out of here. So if you took all the Midwest characters and put them all together and developed the style off of that, that'd be something to be reckoned with for real. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? AWOL raised that. I remember when AWOL first came. Man, dog. When I first heard that on the box, that shit just blew my mind. But yeah. Going over different tangents. I'm just saying, is hip hop a jazz thing now? Yes, it is because it's more erratic, it's more syncopated, it's more many different directions that you can't even explain going. It's not just about 16s no more. It's just whole complete like 50 something
Yeah.
bar verses, 100 bar verses, full songs, no choruses. It's just played. It's almost like somebody just
all over the
freestyling.
place now.
It's
Yeah.
just all over. There's no systematic standard to what rap can do right now. And if that is what jazz is, that is now also what rap is. But if you singing on a song, you're R&B. That's it. If you're singing, you're R&B. If you're rapping with a melody, that's rap. But if you are straight up, turn on the lights.
I'm looking for.
If you are straight up trying to hit a note, that's rap. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Rap.
That's what it is, man. Hip hop. I agree too. It's evolved so much that there's elements of its evolution that actually is very remote from hip hop. Like, but it's still being stamped
As
hip
hip
hop.
hop. No,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not hip hop, man. It's not. Let's call a spade and stop trying to force this stuff on us as is rap. It's not.
Yeah.
It's
Shouts out to Tornado. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Whole songs be 213. Yeah.
and that goes back to what we spoke about off air once before, like the difference between these new age cats and everything right now, saying that they're able to get the attention and the drive and everything behind them because all they're doing is pushing out singles, and each one of these singles ain't nothing but 1 bar verses. You see what I'm saying? And that's considered a song because they notice that the strip clubs ain't doing nothing but playing one song. The regular clubs ain't doing nothing but, one verse. The regular clubs ain't doing nothing but playing one verse. And then they on to the next. So why do they need to put all this time into dumping into, you know what I'm saying, making these 16 bar verses with a hook and having it laid out in structure? Nobody cares.
Yeah.
They just laying stuff out however they do and just spit it. If you want to take the formula, go ahead. And if that's what if that's the jazz influence on rap right now, the whole, structure, of course.
Right.
That's what it is.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah, shouts out to your boy Young Nate. He won the twisters and everything too.
Yeah, man. And shouts out to the chat, man. Tornado, Ben, Terrence, man. You know what I'm saying? This is dope, man. This is what the underground penthouse is all about.
What's another touch? Put him on the song. Hold on. I'm trying to remember his stuff. That's that Killing Season. That's we had a song called Killing Season. And we went in on that one. Boom, what up, though? Yeah, man. India still natural disaster style. That's that old school throwback right there. I'm gonna have to throw some of that out there. But yeah, man.
That's what's up, man. Episode 11, man. I think we gave the culture what they needed, man.
Yeah, I think we gave
Penthouse views.
Yes. Shouts out to every last one of y'all that tuned in. I had a great time. I hope y'all did too. We will consistently keep trying to, bring this stuff to y'all. We're trying to make the look better. We're trying to make the sound better and get everything just right. But that's behind the scenes. You can do your part by liking, sharing, subscribing, and making sure you stand tuned in with us each time that we're here. We're here every 2 weeks, typically on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are here. Underground Penthouse is live. Myself, Volcano, and your boy DJ Oplex. Make sure you go online and check out Plexology Volume 3.
That.
Yeah, that's from your boy Oplex. Make sure you go check that out. It's a great listen. It's on Spotify, Tidal, and all the rest of the streaming sites is right there. Plexology Part 3.
New album on the way in production for you.
Yes.
Round of applause for that, man. Let's go, man.
Round of applause. Yes, I am currently back in album mode. To those that don't know, it will be coming. And the closer I get to ready to release is when I'll actually release the actual title of this album. But yes, it's coming. It's in production. You're going to be seeing going back to the roots of what I've been doing and how I've been doing it. Straight up, instrumentation and everything all by me with the additives of the new radio, from Cody Stage Fright, and a bunch of others. We got production by Oplex and your boy Me Swift and Beat Down Sounds. We're gonna be having all that stuff on there. Yeah, man, it's about to get wild.
Let's go.
It's definitely about to get wild. This is gonna be my 5th album.
Nice, bro. Props, respect on that, bro.
Yeah, I took a break when COVID came around, man. There's no more break time. I just sat back and watched, and I got sick to my stomach, and now I'm like, yep, it's time for me to come back out, steal the right songs, be the anomaly, and definitely go ahead and bust them right in their head with that great music.
Yeah, man, and it's NPC time too, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm bringing all the stuff. So I'm bringing Fruity, MPC, Motif. I'm bringing all of it. I'm throwing it all. I'm throwing even some live instrumentation. That's all gonna be in there. Yeah. So everything that done built me is gonna get built into this. And I'm just that's right. So get ready, bro. Coming up. So yeah, thank you again. Shouts out to every last one of y'all. Tune in the next time we will be here. Mark your calendars. we won't be here in 2 weeks because that's going to be Christmas Day for those that celebrate. So, what do you think? You want to come back on that Friday?
Yeah, let's do the Friday.
Okay. So 2 weeks from now on Friday, since the holiday will be falling, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna come back in here and y'all gonna see us again. So that'd be the 27th. Mark your calendar. So the 27th, we will be back here again. And let's have some fun. For those of y'all that's not out here partying and acting the fool, y'all get a chance to see us. You know what I'm saying? Doing it.
Yep. In the penthouse.
In the penthouse. And this will stay. It'll be live right on. You can also go back and play this on the Volcano Tech Health and Audio page on YouTube. So yeah, it's all right there. Thank you so much for myself.
Shouts out to the chat, man.
Yes, big time shouts out. Tornado, Leslie, I see you. Ben Frank, I see you. Winchy, I see you. Who else been in here? Hype and everything. Terrence, I see you. Who else we got? Yeah, we shouting all y'all out. Yeah, that's the main thing. Vincent, I see you. Yep. So we good. I'm glad we got a lot of people that jumped in and were sharing with us. So yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
2 weeks. And for that time, peace, hair grease, love, and soul. And yeah, we gonna go out like this.
Two gentlemen in the underground, so talking about music and the lifestyle we dream. Still champagne, living in style, underground penthouse where we reconcile, discussing the good, the bad, the true. Underground music, what it means to you, breaking down the beats, dissecting the rhymes, spreading the love, one verse at a time. In our tuxedo, stepping out on the town, underground penthouse, we hold it down. From the dim lit clubs to the streets at night, we shine a spotlight on the underground spot.